Hi, I'm Jim LaCroix from Pursell Manufacturing, and we're excited to share some new information with you. Some of you have heard of Pursell Manufacturing, some of you maybe have not, but Pursell Manufacturing is the world's largest manufacturer and distributor of Christmas tree lot supplies. And one big part of our business is netting, and we sell millions of feet of Christmas tree netting every single year to Christmas tree farms and to lots around the world that are selling Christmas trees. So a couple years ago we decided to buy a company, and now we are manufacturing our own netting. And what that allows us to do is get into the nursery netting business, and we're really excited about it. And what's made Pursell Manufacturing so strong over the years is not just selling products, but selling you great solutions for your business to add efficiencies to your operations and to bring your costs down. So today we're going to share with you a little bit about our product, our netting. It's a soft poly netting that's very plant friendly, and it helps your plants to breathe, and it helps, you can water them also, and it's going to help a lot on your shipping efficiency. Alright, so the first solution we want to share with you is for potted plants and for tropical plants. And we know you guys are working in high production facilities, so we want to design a system where you can net things very quickly. So typically a lot of you will have conveyor belts. Some of you might be walking up and down rows. This solution does have wheels, so you can definitely move it through. But the way it simply works is we've built a frame here and a cone system where you're going to run your potted plant through the cone system, and it's going to net your plant. It's going to make it smaller. You'll see it'll constrict it, and we'll be able to heat seal it, cut it, and put it on your tray, probably your rolling tray, and then take it to the truck immediately. So I'll show you how it works. With the potted plant, you just simply drop it in here, and the netting's going to catch it. And this tray right here actually is adjustable, so you can move it depending on if you're doing something short or if you're doing a longer type plant. But then simply you'd have another person probably here that will grab this, heat seal it like this. Now this heat sealer actually has a cutter on it, so you could cut it that way, or what they've been doing for years in the Christmas tree industry is you can use a ring knife where it cuts it very quickly here. And then all you're doing, this is your finished product right here, and you can see how much that's constricted your plant, which is going to give you great efficiencies in shipping. And you can see it's totally letting the plant breathe. You can actually water the plant right now too. It's so much better for your plant than a plastic sheet or something like that. And again, this is a very soft nylon material, so it does not harm the plant at all. We've had a local company test this, they've shipped it, and it arrives in great shape. Now the best way to take these off, it's really easy, is you can just tear the heat seal on the bottom like this, very simple, and then you just pull it off the top of the plant. Then that catches and the plant is good to go. So this is a potted plant. With this exact same solution, you can run tropical plants through here. So is there really shipping efficiencies with this? What we've done here is we put 3 kind of typical hanging plants on a tray. And this is kind of how they would sit probably when you're shipping. You can maybe get them a little bit closer, but not a lot closer. So we're gonna run these through the net, and we're gonna see how many we can run across here after you've netted your flowering plots. So we netted them up, and now there's 5 there. Now admittedly we're pushing them together, but we think you probably will too to get efficiency. But yeah, there's 5 there and there was 3, so you will for sure get shipping efficiency. Plug trays, we're really excited about our solution for plug trays. You can see we've made another apparatus where plug trays will slide through and they will be netted on this side. This frame here is adjustable. You can see that it can go up and down, so you can vary on the tilt that you want on it. This is a very easy unit to move around. Again, our goal is to provide a process for you so you can quickly net plug trays. And this is a standard plug tray, so what we'll do is I'll just show you how it goes through. There's about 700 feet of netting on here. Again, we brushed that on, but it just slides through. And in typical production, you'll probably be having a couple of trays be going through, and you can see it'll push it through. You can simply pull it through here. If you want, this is an option. Some people like to heat seal, some people don't like to heat seal. But you can just put it down here, heat seal it, cut it, and the next one comes through. So then you're pulling the next one through. You need to heat seal it again, and then your tray will be coming through. So someone will be pushing on that. It'll come through. Heat seal. Cut. And you're good to go. We also have up here some plants, you know, will have, they'll be sprouting, so there will be foliage already on it, and that can work. These are actually, again, we custom make these so we can make them to size, depending on if you need something where there's more growth going on, or if they're just the plug trays. And you can see on here how it keeps them full, so they're not going to fall out in shipping. So again, it's a big advantage to you to use these. But let's run this one through too, just to show. Again, these probably aren't the typical potted plants that you'll use, but it will work. So it comes through. Heat seal, cut, and you're ready for the next one to come through. Again, you can see how this could be a very efficient process where you could probably do thousands of trays a day, and it's going to help your plants to arrive safe, and it's going to be more efficient. You're not going to lose plugs, and again, it lets them breathe. So we love the solution. Now, another great feature that I love is that, say you're running through a bunch of potted plants like we just did, 10 to 12 inches, but then you need to change over to a smaller plant, maybe like a mum at 8 or 9 inches. What we've designed is this thing is universal, so you can actually pull this out pretty simply like that, set it aside, and there's another size one right here, and you can see this is like an 8 or 9 inch diameter, and you can just set it in. And you're good to go. So it's very, very user friendly. So you can buy maybe a couple different sizes, or maybe you'll want to buy the same size, buy a couple of them, because we're going to show you in a second how you get the netting on there, which is a process called rucking. But it's nice, and again, you can get any size tube you want. If we want to get a 6 inch, if we want to get 8 inch, 10 inch, 12 inch, 14 inch on up, we can get different sizes. You only need one frame, and they're interchangeable, and it's a great feature. So our netting comes on continuous rolls. It can be 500 feet, it can be 1,500 feet. It kind of depends on the size of netting that you're getting. But it's really handy for storage, and it's also great. We have a process of how to get the netting from the roll onto whatever apparatus you might be using, whether it's for a potted plant, a tropical plant, or for plug trays. And what we've done is we've created a lid for each of them that'll fit specifically for the apparatus that you're using. But the lid just simply goes on, and what happens if you can get this on a roll, a PVC pipe or something, and hang it above you, actually if you hang it right above you, it might work even better than just back a little bit like the way we have it. But on each of these, about 700 feet of netting can go on to each of these. And the process of putting it onto this is called rucking. And it takes about 5 minutes, probably under 5 minutes, to ruck about 700 feet of this netting onto your apparatus. So all you do is slide it on like this, and then just keep pulling this down like this. It's a very quick process. So again, you can get 700 feet on here easily in 5 minutes. And again, like I mentioned earlier, we talked about how these are interchangeable on the same frame, the round ones are. So a lot of people will buy 2 of these where they'll be working and potting plants. In the meantime, the other ones get rucked, and you can just switch them out so your production remains fluid and there's no stopping and starting, but you can just keep going. That's our rucking process.